90% of people never start a business because they believe they need money first. They wait for savings, investors, or the so-called perfect moment. In this video, we share 3 practical actions you can take right now to create money and start your business. The third action is the one most people avoid. And that's exactly why many businesses slide into debt, struggle to survive, and eventually shut down. Number 1. Problem-only offer. When people say they want to start a business, most of them make the same mistake. They try to sell everything. A full service, a complete solution, a long list of features. And because of that, they end up selling nothing. When you need money for your business, you cannot afford that mistake. You don't need to build a company first. You need to solve one painful problem that people are already desperate to fix. A problem-only offer means you focus on just one clear, specific problem and sell only that. Not a package, not a long-term commitment, just relief from one pain. People don't pay for businesses. They pay to remove pain, save time, or avoid stress. The more focused the pain, the faster the money comes in. Think about it from a buyer's point of view. When someone is in pain, they don't want options. They want a solution right now. If their website is broken, they don't want a full digital strategy. They want their website fixed. If their bookkeeping is messy, they don't want a financial system. They want their numbers cleaned up. If their leads are not converting, they don't want a growth roadmap. They want more sales this month. This urgency is where money lives. A problem-only offer works especially well when you're starting because it removes fear from the buyer. A small, clear offer feels safe. It's easier to say yes to. There's less risk, less thinking, less delay. And when people say yes faster, you get paid faster. To create a problem-only offer, start by asking one simple question. What is one problem I can fix in a short amount of time? It doesn't have to be impressive, it has to be useful. Even something that takes you 1 day or 1 hour can be valuable if it removes stress for someone else. Speed matters more than size at this stage. Next, describe the problem in the customer's language, not yours. Don't talk about your skills, talk about their frustration. Use words they would use. I'm losing money. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. When people feel understood, they trust you. And trust leads to payment. Then price it simply. No complicated tiers, no confusion. One price for one problem. When someone asks, "What do you do?" your answer should be clear in one sentence. If you can't explain it simply, it's too broad. The emotional power of a problem-only offer is this. It gives you confidence. You're not pretending to be an expert at everything. You're being honest about what you can fix right now. That honesty builds momentum. The first payment you receive changes your mindset. You stop feeling stuck. You start feeling capable. Once you get paid for one problem, you can fix the next one, then another. Over time, those small wins turn into a real business. But it always starts with solving one painful problem, not building a perfect solution. Number 2, use microloan platforms. When people hear the word loan, they often feel fear. They imagine huge amounts, complex paperwork, and years of stress. That fear stops many good ideas from ever starting. But not all loans are the same. If you need money to start your business, microloan platforms can be a practical and controlled way to move forward without destroying your peace of mind. A microloan is exactly what it sounds like. A small amount of money designed to help you start, not overwhelm you. These platforms were created for people who are early, uncertain, or just beginning. They don't expect a perfect business. They expect effort, honesty, and a simple plan. That makes them very different from traditional banks. The biggest advantage of microloans is speed. When you are starting from zero, time matters. Waiting 6 months for approval can kill motivation and momentum. Microloan platforms are designed to move faster because they focus on small risk and small amounts. That means less pressure on you and more chances to test your idea quickly. Another important advantage is structure. When you borrow a small amount, you are forced to be intentional. You can't waste it. Every dollar has a job. This discipline actually makes you a better business owner. You stop thinking in fantasies and start thinking in actions. What will this money help me do in the next 30 days? How will it bring me closer to my first customer? Those questions matter. Microloan platforms also teach responsibility without punishment. Many of them offer flexible repayment terms, education, and guidance. They understand that beginners make mistakes. Their goal is not to trap you in debt, but to help you learn how to manage money while building something real. This learning itself is valuable, even beyond the loan. Emotionally, a microloan can do something powerful. It gives you belief. When someone is willing to lend you money, even a small amount, it creates accountability. You stop treating your idea like a dream and start treating it like a responsibility. That shift changes how seriously you show up every day. However, microloans only work if you use them correctly. Never borrow to look professional or feel important. Borrow to solve a specific problem. Maybe you need basic equipment. Maybe you need software. Maybe you need marketing to reach your first customers. The money must connect directly to action and income. Keep the amount small. This is not about comfort. It's about momentum. A small loan that helps you earn is far more powerful than a large loan that creates fear. Once your idea proves itself, you'll have better options and more confidence. Used wisely, microloan platforms are not a shortcut. They are a bridge. A bridge between having nothing and having your first real step in business. And sometimes, that first step is all you need to begin. Number 3, cut expenses aggressively. When you don't have money for your business, the problem is not only about earning more. Very often, it's about stopping money from leaking out. Cutting expenses aggressively is one of the fastest and most underrated ways to create business capital. It doesn't feel exciting, but it is powerful. And power matters when you are starting from zero. Most people underestimate how much money they lose every month without realizing it. Small subscriptions, convenience spending, lifestyle upgrades, that happens slowly. Individually, they seem harmless. Together, they quietly kill your ability to start something new. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can invest in your future business without asking permission from anyone. Aggressive expense cutting starts with honesty. You must look at your spending without emotion. This is not about punishment. This is about priority. Ask yourself a hard question. Is this helping me build my business right now? If the answer is no, it goes. Temporarily, not forever. Sacrifice is not permanent, but progress is impossible without it. Emotionally, this step is difficult because it forces you to choose long-term freedom over short-term comfort. Canceling things you enjoy can feel like going backward. But in reality, you are moving forward. You are redirecting energy and money towards something that can change your life. That mindset shift is crucial. From a practical standpoint, cutting expenses creates immediate results. You don't have to wait for a client. You don't have to pitch anyone. The money appears as soon as you stop spending it. That saved cash can become your first business fund. It can pay for tools, learning, or even give you breathing room while you work on your first offer. Cutting expenses also trains discipline. Business rewards people who can manage money under pressure. If you cannot control spending when income is uncertain, growth will only make the problem worse. Learning to live below your means at the beginning builds a strong financial foundation for later success. There is also a hidden benefit. When your expenses are low, your fear reduces. You don't feel as desperate. You make better decisions. You don't rush into bad deals or accept unfair work just to survive. Low expenses buy you time, and time gives you clarity. This approach is not about living in scarcity. It is about living intentionally. Every dollar saved has a purpose. Every cut is a step closer to independence. When you combine aggressive expense cutting with focused earning efforts, you create momentum. Momentum is what turns ideas into reality. In the end, building a business is not only about what you make, it's about what you keep and how wisely you use it. When you control your expenses, you take control of your future.